Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we are back making another election prediction video, and today we're going to be talking about the 2024 presidential election. So it's still 2020, there are a few days left in the year, so we're a little under 4 years out, so this is going to be a wild prediction, but I've gone ahead and assumed that Joe Biden or Kamala Harris would carry all of these states by a safe margin. These were all states that went blue by 15 or more points or were close, and if they fix COVID, I would assume they would all be safe. So yeah, I've also gone ahead and labeled the congressional districts, since those are annoying to label mid-video. But other than that, I'm going to go ahead and start filling in this map. So let's start off up here with Montana. This is a state that went to Donald Trump by 16 points, so a safe margin. But if Joe Biden does find a way to rebound the economy, this could definitely loosen up by a few points, which would make it a likely Republican state. Alright, next is Nevada, which went to Joe Biden by 3 points this time, which would actually put it in the lean column. But we're going to go ahead and bump it up a tier really quickly. Here we're going to bump it up to the likely column, as if he gains 2 points in the state, he'll actually be in the likely column. So next is Alaska. Donald Trump carried this state by 10 points. If it does loosen up by a few points, it'll still be likely for the Republicans, so I'll keep that in that column. So Arizona's a really close one. That went to Joe Biden by 0.3%, so we would probably see that go tilt to the Democrats, or not tilt, sorry, lean, not tilt to the Democrats. If it would increase by points, if Joe Biden's support does increase by 0.7% in the state, that would make it a lean state. Alright, so next are Kansas and Missouri. The most these states could change are from going to safe to likely, so that won't change much. Alright, next is Texas. This is where it could really get close. So depending on turnout, Texas could get super close. It's been getting bluer and bluer every election cycle, so we could potentially see this be super close. For now, I'm going to go ahead and say it will be a lean state. Wow, I'm really struggling. So I'm going to go ahead and predict that it will be a lean state. I don't think it'll be any closer. I mean, we'll see. We'll probably start to see signs if it to a blue state. We will probably be able to see that coming. So we kind of thought in this election cycle, well, we didn't. Most polls had Donald Trump up by a little, and most of those polls were also wrong, so I mean, you never know. Polling is kind of unreliable nowadays. Alright, next is Mississippi. This is another safe state. That would just become a likely state. Georgia, Joe Biden flipped this state. This could have the same fate as Arizona, so it could also become a lean state, potentially. So Florida has been inching Republican the last few elections, so I think Florida would be a lean state for the Republicans. I think they'd maintain a lead of at least over 1%, even in a blue wave year, if Joe Biden does, find a good way around COVID-19 and helps the economy rebound. He'll definitely get credit for it, I'd assume. And yeah, I think he'd be paid off, but not in Florida. So next would be South Carolina. This was a lean state, and or a likely state, sorry, and I think it'll stay likely even if Joe Biden does perform well. Ooh, North Carolina. This is a state we could potentially see very narrowly go to the Democrats. Wait, sorry. Why is Texas not red? That was an accident, by the way, guys. Alright, so North Carolina could go very likely blue. So this is my prediction, by the way. So if I get this right down the road, this video should go viral, hopefully, if I do get it right. So, alright, next is Pennsylvania. This was a very close win for Joe Biden, so I don't think it would get past 5%, because Joe Biden only won by 1.2%, but we could see it go past 5%. Okay, next is Ohio. I don't think this will flip blue, but it will definitely stay likely. Indiana could also go likely in this scenario. Iowa could go likely or lean. I'm going to say likely, most likely. Haha, that sounds funny. I would say Minnesota would stay likely too in this scenario. Joe Biden won the state by a likely margin in 2020, and I think it would stay a likely margin. So Wisconsin is where it could get really close, like super close. since Joe Biden won it by less than 1%. So I don't know if he'll win by more. We could potentially see him win by more than 1%. That would be a good step in a direction for the Democrats since they're losing support in the Rust Belt, sorta. So, and last but certainly not least is Michigan. I think that would stay either likely or lean. I would say lean in a blue wave. And yeah, this is my prediction, I guess. So then Joe Biden would win by 320, or not by, he would win 321 electoral votes to Donald Trump's, or whoever the Republican nominee is, 217. So that's my prediction, I guess. So he'd win an additional 15 electoral votes just from North Carolina. So it's basically the 2020 map plus North Carolina. So yeah, this is my 2024 prediction, and it's not Joe Biden. It's, whoever it is. It might be. It could be Joe Biden. It could be Kamala Harris. It could be anyone else. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video and you found it interesting, please leave a like and subscribe. And otherwise, till next time, goodbye.